Have you ever wondered what it really takes to live a happy life? You're not alone. In a world where everyone is chasing goals, money, and admiration, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters. Everyone talks about happiness, but how many actually tell you how to find it without selling you a dream? Today, we're going to cut through the noise. No empty promises here, just timeless wisdom from psychology and Stoic philosophy. Here's a hint: happiness is hidden in the little things you often overlook, like laughing more, stepping outside, waking up early, and yes, even turning off your phone sometimes. But before we dive in, let me share a story with you. There was once a young man named Mark, living in a quiet valley. From the outside, he seemed to have it all: wealth, comfort, a perfect life. Yet deep inside, he felt something was missing. Driven by that emptiness, Mark set out on a journey to uncover the true secret of happiness. One day, he met a wise old man living in a simple cabin atop a hill. After hours of conversation, the old man revealed 3 keys to happiness: gratitude, acceptance, and love. First, the old man said, "Be grateful. Appreciate every breath, every moment, because if you don't, nothing will ever be enough." Second, accept life as it comes. Ups and downs are part of the journey. Find peace by flowing with them, not fighting them. And third, love. Love your work, love the people around you, but above all, love yourself. Only with a heart full of love can you truly radiate happiness and receive it back.
Mark listened, practiced, and slowly transformed. His friends soon noticed the glow in him. When asked about his secret, Mark smiled and simply said, "Happiness isn't a destination. It's a way of living with gratitude, acceptance, and love." And with that, let's step into the very first practice that can change your life, a small but powerful habit that even the Stoics embrace. Imagine life as a roller coaster, unexpected twists, sudden drops, moments that make you question everything. In that chaos, laughter is like fastening your safety harness. It doesn't make the ride smoother, but it makes you stronger and ready for whatever comes next. Science backs this up. Dr. Lee Berg from Loma Linda University found that even a few genuine laughs can lower blood pressure, strengthen the immune system, and slash stress hormones. Laughter isn't just a temporary mood boost. It's a long-term investment in your health. But what if life feels too heavy to laugh? This is where Stoic wisdom shines. You can't always control what happens, but you can choose your response. Laughing, even when things are tough, is a form of quiet rebellion, a reminder that you own your emotions. And don't worry if humor doesn't come naturally. Studies show that even forced laughter, like in laughter therapy or yoga, can deliver the same brain-boosting benefits as genuine chuckles. Think about it. If cancer patients battling life's harshest storms can find healing through laughter, can't we do the same? So how do you bring more laughter into your day? Start small. Laugh at your clumsy moments. Smile at silly memes. Find humor in the absurdities of life, stuck in traffic. Instead of stewing in anger, listen to a funny podcast or chuckle at the madness of it all. You may not move faster, but you'll certainly feel lighter. Laughter isn't just entertainment. It's a skill, a habit, a shield against life's punches. Just a few minutes of laughter each day can work wonders for your body, your mind, and your spirit. So next time life feels overwhelming, remember, laughter is always within reach, your invisible armor for a happier, healthier, and more balanced life. Speaking of balance, there's another timeless secret the Stoics embraced, one that modern life often makes us forget. When was the last time you felt truly connected to the earth? Maybe it was the soft breeze on your face, the rustling of leaves above you, or that unmistakable scent of freshly cut grass. These tiny, fleeting moments may seem insignificant, but they have a powerful way of calming the mind and grounding the soul. Nature reminds us of perspective. Stand next to a centuries-old tree, and suddenly, your worries don't feel so heavy. It's no wonder that walking through greenery, even for just a few minutes a day, has been shown to ease depression, anxiety, and even physical pain. According to Stanford University, time outdoors helps reduce overthinking, the kind that drains us mentally. For the Stoics, nature wasn't just a backdrop, it was a teacher. Watching the seasons change, the rivers flow, the leaves fall, all of it mirrors life's natural rhythm. And when we align ourselves with that rhythm, we find balance. So how do we reconnect in a world that traps us behind walls and screens? It doesn't have to be grand. Start small. Open your window, sit in a park, or stroll through your neighborhood without your phone. Even 5 minutes outside can reset your mind and recharge your energy. And something beautiful happens the more time you spend in nature. You begin to crave it. You notice the way sunlight dances through the trees, how birds sing just before sunrise, and how soft grass feels under bare feet. These simple joys can't be replicated on any screen. So the next time you're overwhelmed, don't reach for your phone. Step outside. Let nature do what it's always done. Quietly heal and restore. And speaking of starting fresh, there's one habit that can truly transform the way you experience each day. Becoming a morning person doesn't mean you have to leap out of bed at 5 a.m. tomorrow. It's all about gentle, steady change, like shifting your bedtime 15 minutes earlier and waking up 15 minutes earlier, day by day. Before you know it, those early mornings will feel less like a punishment and more like a gift you give yourself. And what do you do with that extra quiet time? That's where the magic happens. You can exercise, meditate, journal, or simply savor a peaceful coffee while the world still sleeps. The Stoics valued these early hours for reflection. As Seneca wisely said, the mind must be given relaxation. It will rise improved and sharper after a good break. One trick to make mornings easier: give yourself something to look forward to. It could be as simple as reading a good book, taking a walk, or just enjoying a slow, mindful breakfast. When mornings are filled with small pleasures, they stop feeling like a chore. Sure, adjusting to early mornings can be tough at first. You might feel sluggish for a while, but stay consistent. Over time, your body will adapt, and you'll find yourself with more energy, more calm, and a greater sense of control over your day. Let's not forget the practical side. When you rise early, you're ahead of the game. You can organize your day, tackle important tasks before chaos begins, and handle problems before they escalate. Instead of chasing time, you're leading it. In the end, becoming a morning person isn't about strict routines or perfection. It's about carving out space each day, space to reflect, to grow, and to live intentionally. Tomorrow morning, when the alarm rings, resist the temptation to hit snooze. Step into that quiet, golden hour ... and watch how it transforms your life. Now that you're awake earlier and feeling more alive, there's another powerful habit you can embrace to make your days feel even more fulfilling ... One of the smartest ways to pack your day with purpose is by breaking it into clear, manageable chunks. For example, tackle your most important tasks first thing in the morning, when your mind is sharp and focused. Reserve your afternoons for creative work or social time when your energy naturally dips. This simple structure helps you balance productivity and enjoyment without feeling overwhelmed. Another powerful tip: set small, achievable goals for each day. They don't have to be grand. It could be something as simple as taking a walk, calling a friend, or reading for 20 minutes. The key is consistency. Small wins create momentum, and little by little, they lead you closer to the life you truly want. The Stoics believed every day was a fresh opportunity for growth. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "At day's first light, have in readiness the thought, I am rising for the work of a human being." In other words, waking with purpose isn't about obligation, it's about embracing your chance to live meaningfully. Of course, life doesn't always go according to plan. Some days, schedules fall apart, and that's okay. The Stoic mindset teaches us to accept what we can't control and adapt. If your day gets derailed, simply adjust. Don't abandon it. Focus on what you can still do with the time you have. In the end, packing your day with plans isn't about staying busy, it's about living mindfully. Filling your hours with things that matter transforms time from something that slips away into something that expands with meaning, growth, and joy. Take a moment and ask yourself, are you filling your days with purpose, or are you letting them blur by? Remember, time is one of your greatest treasures. Use it wisely and watch your life begin to feel fuller and richer. Now, speaking of resilience and purpose, let's talk about something even more personal ... When you feel stuck in the grind, it's easy to lose sight of why you started doing what you love. That's why it's so important to reconnect with the original joy, the spark that first lit you up. Remember, progress doesn't always look obvious. Like a tree, the roots of your effort grow deep underground before anything blooms above the surface. The Stoics knew this truth well. They taught us not to obsess over results, but to stay committed to the process. You can't always control the outcome, but you can always control showing up. Each small step, each bit of effort, builds a foundation for future success, even when you can't see it right away. Sure, there will be days when quitting feels like the easier path, exhaustion, frustration, doubt. But before you give up, ask yourself, will I regret walking away? Often, the answer is yes. Passions have a way of staying with us. If you give up too soon, you may always wonder what could have been. Instead, take a breath. Break the challenge down into tiny, manageable parts. Focus on just the next small step. Maybe it's writing one page, practicing for 10 minutes, or making one phone call. Little wins build momentum, and soon, the mountain doesn't feel quite so steep. And never forget, doing what you love is a privilege. Not everyone gets the chance to chase their passions. If you have it, protect it, nurture it, fight for it. The Stoics believe that life is not just about surviving, but about thriving, becoming the best version of yourself. And that only happens when you stay loyal to what you love, even when it's hard. As Seneca put it best, it is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult. Dare to keep going, because the rewards, growth, meaning, fulfillment, are always worth more than the struggle. And once you master perseverance, there's another quiet but mighty power waiting for you. Kindness isn't just a nice idea. It's a daily choice. Slow down and you'll notice there are endless chances to be kind. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Someone's rude at the grocery store. Your first instinct might be irritation. But what if you chose kindness instead? What if you smiled and let it go? The Stoics taught that while we can't control how others behave, we can always control our response. Choosing kindness in tough moments not only diffuses tension, it also strengthens your inner calm. Practicing kindness doesn't require grand gestures. Holding a door, helping a neighbor with groceries, or sending a quick, encouraging message to a friend, these small acts add up. Over time, kindness becomes second nature. And here's the beautiful part. The more you practice kindness, the better you feel. Science backs this up. Acts of kindness release oxytocin, the love hormone, which lowers blood pressure, reduces stress, and boosts feelings of connection. The Stoics also believe that kindness and gratitude go hand in hand. When you are kind to others, you're acknowledging the good that already exists in your life and in the world around you. Seneca said it perfectly. Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. Of course, kindness doesn't mean being a doormat. The Stoics were clear. You can be kind and still set healthy boundaries. True kindness comes from strength, not weakness. It's about acting with integrity and compassion, expecting nothing in return. In a world that can often feel harsh and impatient, kindness becomes a quiet rebellion, a way to reclaim your power and spread light, both to others and to yourself. So, as you move through your day, remember, every interaction with friends, coworkers, even strangers, is a chance to plant a seed of kindness. And the more you give, the more joy and meaning you invite into your own life. As Marcus Aurelius reminded us, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love, and to be kind. Now that you know the power of kindness, there's another simple yet bold way to transform your life. Saying yes isn't just about being adventurous, it's about boosting your own happiness from within. Every time you try something new, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical linked to pleasure, motivation, and reward. Stepping outside your comfort zone doesn't just expand your life, it literally makes you happier. Of course, saying yes doesn't mean accepting everything blindly. Boundaries still matter. But if you catch yourself saying no out of habit, fear, or laziness, it might be time to rethink. Life offers countless opportunities, many of them once in a lifetime. Saying yes is how to invite growth, adventure, and unexpected joy into your life. The Stoics believed in facing life with openness and courage. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look." That strength inside you, it's real, but you only tap into it when you dare to say yes. Saying yes also strengthens your relationships. Think about it. How many invitations or moments with loved ones have you turned down simply because you were tired or not in the mood? Relationships are built on shared experiences. Saying yes more often creates memories, deepens connections, and keeps your life rich with meaning. Imagine it. A friend invites you to a gathering where you hardly know anyone. Your first instinct is to decline. But what if you said yes? Maybe you meet someone fascinating, discover a new passion, or simply enjoy a night of laughter. You'll never know unless you open the door. The same goes for challenges at work or in personal projects. Taking on something new might feel intimidating, but as Epictetus taught, difficulties show a person what they are. Imagine it. A friend invites you to a gathering where you hardly know anyone. Your first instinct is to decline. But what if you said yes? Maybe you meet someone fascinating, discover a new passion, or simply enjoy a night of laughter. You'll never know unless you open the door. The same goes for challenges at work or in personal projects. Taking on something new might feel intimidating, but as Epictetus taught, difficulties show a person what they are. In the end, saying yes more often is about living fully. It's about embracing the unknown with an open heart and trusting yourself to handle whatever comes next. So next time an opportunity arises, pause before you automatically say no. Ask yourself, what could I gain from this? You might just find a whole new world waiting for you. Now, speaking of gaining back control and living with more presence, it's time to talk about one of the simplest but most powerful changes you can make: turning off your phone sometimes. Smartphones are incredible tools. There's no denying that. They've made our lives more convenient, more connected, more efficient. But the danger arises when we stop controlling our phones and let them start controlling us. The Stoics taught us to focus on what's within our power, and that includes our attention. Instead of letting your phone steal your focus throughout the day, decide intentionally when and how you'll use it. A simple starting point: turn off your phone during meals, while spending time with loved ones, or before bed. These small moments of disconnection allow you to be fully present, and soon you'll start looking forward to them like tiny islands of peace in a noisy world. You can also schedule phone-free periods during your day. Maybe it's just 15 minutes, maybe it's a couple of hours. Use that time to walk, read, reflect, or simply sit in silence, giving your mind space to breathe. The Stoics deeply valued solitude and self-reflection. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "No, where can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul?" Turning off your phone creates space for that retreat, a chance to reconnect with yourself and the world around you. And the benefits don't stop there. Turning off your phone strengthens your relationships too. Think about it. How does it feel when you're talking to someone who's half listening because they keep glancing at their screen? Not great, right? Putting your phone away sends a powerful message. I'm here. I value this moment with you. It transforms conversations into deeper, more meaningful connections. Research even backs this up. Studies show that simply having a phone visible during conversations makes people feel less connected. Remove the distraction and you open the door to real connection. And it's not just relationships. Your productivity gets a huge boost too. Constant phone checking fragments your focus. It's like trying to run a marathon while stopping every few minutes. By turning off your phone during important tasks, you reclaim your attention, produce higher quality work, and finish your day feeling accomplished. Let's not forget sleep. The blue light from phones disrupts your natural sleep cycle, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. By turning off your phone at least 30 minutes before bed, you allow your brain to relax and set the stage for deep, restorative rest. In the end, turning off your phone isn't about rejecting technology. It's about using it wisely, making sure that it serves you, not the other way around. So next time your phone buzzes for the 100th time today, pause, take a breath, turn it off, and reconnect with the life happening right in front of you. And speaking of recharging, let's talk about the incredible power of taking real breaks and even going on trips to refresh your soul. Short breaks during your workday are a perfect place to start. Research shows that our brains can't maintain sharp focus for hours on end. After about 90 minutes, concentration starts to slip. That's why stepping away, even for just 5 or 10 minutes, can refresh your mind and supercharge your creativity when you return. And it's not just about productivity. Studies from the University of Illinois found that taking small, regular breaks lifts your mood and reduces mental fatigue, especially if you use that time to move your body, stretch, or get some fresh air. Even a few deep breaths outside can clear the mental fog. The Stoics would absolutely agree. Listening to your body's needs is a key part of living wisely and maintaining balance. But daily breaks are just the beginning. Sometimes you need something deeper, a real getaway. Vacations, yes, even short ones, aren't indulgences. They're vital resets for your mind, spirit, and body. Stepping out of your everyday environment gives you perspective. It breaks the mental loops we get trapped in. And when you return, you bring back more energy, creativity, and clarity. Research backs this up too. According to the Journal of Happiness Studies, vacations boost your well-being, not just during the trip, but for weeks afterward. People who take regular breaks report lower stress levels and higher life satisfaction overall. But here's the Stoic twist. It's not about running away from your responsibilities. It's about renewing yourself so you can face life with greater strength. Even Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, carved out time to retreat to nature, to reflect, to replenish his spirit, so he could return better prepared for his duties. What does this mean for you? It means taking breaks isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom. It could be a 5-minute breathing break during a hectic day. Or it could be planning a weekend trip to reconnect with nature or explore somewhere new. The point isn't the length, it's the quality. Even short moments of genuine rest can be powerful when you fully disconnect and allow yourself to recharge. Traveling, even in small ways, also broadens your perspective. New places, new people, new ideas, they all enrich your view of the world and help you grow. The Stoics valued expanding the mind just as much as caring for the body. And remember, not every break has to be extravagant. A road trip, a night of camping, a day spent exploring your own city, it all counts. The key is to step away from your daily grind and reconnect with life beyond your to-do list. In short, don't wait until you're burned out to rest. Build breaks into your life proactively and watch your energy, happiness, and resilience soar. Now that you understand the importance of rest, let's turn to something just as vital for a meaningful life. In the pursuit of success and personal growth, it's easy to overlook one of life's greatest treasures, our relationships. Spending time with family, catching up with old friends, meeting new people, these moments create the richness and meaning that no achievement can replace. Yet in the busyness of modern life, relationships are often the first thing we neglect. We tell ourselves, there's always more time to reconnect later, but the truth is, nurturing our relationships is essential to a happy, balanced life, and we never know how much time we truly have. The Stoics understood this deeply. While they emphasized self-control and inner strength, they also believed humans are social creatures meant to thrive in connection with one another. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself often, "Men exist for the sake of one another. Teach them then, or bear with them." Relationships aren't just a bonus in life, they're a core part of living well. Why are they so important? Because friends, family, and community bring joy, love, support, things no material success can replicate. Countless studies confirm it. Strong social ties are linked to greater happiness, better mental health, lower stress, and even longer life expectancy. In fact, according to a famous Harvard study, close relationships, not wealth or fame, are the biggest predictors of happiness throughout a person's life. And it's not about simply having people around you, it's about nurturing those bonds. As Seneca beautifully said, "There is no enjoying the possession of anything valuable unless one has someone to share it with." Sharing life's highs and lows makes everything more meaningful. Unfortunately, in chasing deadlines and personal goals, relationships often fall to the bottom of our priority list. We assume we can catch up later, but the Stoics would remind us, memento mori, remember you must die. Life is fleeting. The time to connect is now. How can you start? It's simple. Call a friend you haven't spoken to. Invite family over for dinner. Text someone just to say you're thinking of them. The effort doesn't have to be grand. What matters is showing up, even when life feels busy. And when you're with loved ones, truly be there. Put down the phone. Set aside your worries. Be present in the conversation, the laughter, even the silences. This kind of mindful presence deepens bonds and fills your own heart with peace. Of course, relationships aren't always easy. Disagreements, misunderstandings, frustration, these are inevitable. The Stoics taught that while we can't control others, we can control how we respond, with patience, empathy, and understanding. Not tolerating mistreatment, but meeting imperfections with compassion. And remember, relationships are about giving, not just receiving. Helping others, offering support during hard times, or simply listening, these acts create a ripple effect of kindness and fulfillment that extend far beyond ourselves. So, starting today, prioritize the people who matter. Reach out, make plans, show up, and be present. Because at the end of the day, it's these connections that will mean the most, not the tasks you finished or the goals you chased. While chasing personal achievements is important, it's equally essential to invest in the people around you. Friends, family, and community bring a depth of joy and richness to life that no success can replicate. As Seneca wisely said, there is no enjoying the possession of anything valuable unless one has someone to share it with. And there's another layer to living a meaningful life, one that often gets overlooked: helping others. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to forget offering support, kindness, or a helping hand isn't just good for others, it's transformative for you too. The Stoics believe that one of life's highest purposes is to contribute to the well-being of others. Modern science agrees. Studies consistently show that people who help others, whether through small acts of kindness or larger causes, are happier, less stressed, and more fulfilled. The Stoics, for all their focus on personal responsibility, never advocated isolation. They emphasized that we are all interconnected, that the good of the community is inseparable from the good of the individual. Marcus Aurelius put it beautifully: what is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bee. Helping others isn't just charity, it's an essential part of living harmoniously, meaningfully, and well. Why does helping others matter so much? Because it gives you perspective. When you shift your focus away from your own struggles to support someone else, your own worries shrink. Helping reminds you that you're part of something larger, a community, a world, and that your actions matter. Research shows that acts of kindness activate your brain's reward system, releasing dopamine and oxytocin, chemicals that boost your mood, lower stress, and create a lasting sense of fulfillment. In other words, helping others heals you, too. The Stoics believe that true virtue lies in action. It's not about grand gestures. It's about daily moments, listening patiently, offering a kind word, lending a hand when it's needed. Seneca often reminded us that these small acts, the quiet, unnoticed ones, are just as powerful as great deeds. Think about a time someone helped you, a simple gesture that made a hard day easier. Those moments stick with us. They remind us of humanity's goodness. And when you offer kindness, you become part of that positive chain, lifting others and lifting yourself. The Stoics also emphasize balance. Helping others doesn't mean neglecting yourself. You can't pour from an empty cup. Self-care, mental, emotional, physical, is essential so that you have the strength to be there for others meaningfully. So how can you start? It's simpler than you think. Check in on a friend. Offer a neighbor some help. Pay attention to the small needs around you. Act with intention, not waiting for a perfect moment to make a difference. The Stoics taught, it's not about waiting for the big heroic opportunity. It's about seeing and seizing the small, everyday chances to make the world a little better. Because when you help others, you not only strengthen the bonds of community, you also build the inner resilience, fulfillment, and virtue that lead to a truly good life. Helping others isn't just a good deed, it's a daily opportunity to contribute to something greater than yourself. And the best part, you don't need grand gestures to make a real difference. You can volunteer your time, mentor someone who could benefit from your experience. Support a cause that resonates with your heart. Even small acts, donating, offering advice, sharing your energy, all weave you into a bigger story of service and connection. Every act of kindness you offer creates a ripple effect. When you help someone, you inspire them and others who witness it to do the same. Over time, those ripples can spread far beyond anything you can imagine, touching lives you may never meet. The Stoics believe this deeply. We are all interconnected. A healthy society depends on individuals helping each other, strengthening the whole by strengthening each part. In short, helping others helps everyone, including you. It's not about giving to exhaustion or neglecting yourself. It's about living each day with open eyes, looking for small ways to lift others and finding in that service a deeper sense of meaning, joy, and personal fulfillment. As Marcus Aurelius wisely put it, the fruit of this life is a good character and acts for the common good. So look for those daily opportunities to help, to uplift, to support. They may seem small, but they transform both your life and the lives around you. And speaking of transformation, there's another simple shift that can completely change your happiness. Sometimes we think happiness lies in chasing more success, more possessions, more recognition. But the truth is, real happiness often comes from simply appreciating what you already have. The Stoics understood this well. Seneca said it best. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor. It's easy to get caught in the comparison trap, especially today. Scroll through social media, hear about someone else's promotion or perfect vacation, and suddenly your own life feels lacking. But here's the secret. When you shift your focus to gratitude, when you truly see the good already present in your life, your entire experience changes. Gratitude doesn't mean pretending life is perfect. It means finding the silver linings, even in tough moments. Feeling stressed at work? Instead of focusing on the pressure, you could choose to be grateful for the job that provides for you, for the skills you're developing, or for the team you're a part of. This small mental shift can ease stress and build resilience. Gratitude also strengthens relationships. When you thank someone sincerely, you deepen your bond with them. A simple "I appreciate you" or a heartfelt note can turn an ordinary moment into something lasting. The Stoics also reminded us not to overlook everyday blessings. Running water, electricity, safety, freedom, these things are so common now that we rarely stop to appreciate them. Yet, in many parts of the world and throughout history, these were luxuries beyond imagining. Gratitude doesn't mean giving up ambition. It means building a strong foundation of contentment so that your pursuit of goals comes from a place of abundance, not lack, and science backs it up. Studies show that practicing gratitude leads to better sleep, improved mood, stronger relationships, and even better health. Want a simple way to start? Keep a gratitude journal. Each day, jot down 3 things, big or small, that you're thankful for. Maybe it's a friend's support, a good meal, or just the chance to start fresh today. Because when you train your mind to seek out the good, happiness isn't something you chase, it's something you realize you already have. As Seneca reminded us, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. And speaking of releasing burdens, let's talk about one of the most powerful things you can do for your peace, letting go of grudges. Holding onto a grudge is like carrying a heavy stone. It drains your energy without ever hurting the person who wronged you. At first, the anger feels like armor, a way to protect yourself. But over time, you realize it's only weighing you down. The Stoics were crystal clear about this. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Rise above. Stay true to your values, not theirs. Forgiveness doesn't mean excusing bad behavior. It means choosing freedom over resentment, choosing not to let past pain define your present happiness. But how do you let go? First, acknowledge your feelings. Ignoring your anger won't make it disappear. Reflect honestly. Why am I still hurt? Is holding on to this helping me grow or keeping me stuck? The Stoics taught that we can't change the past, but we can control how we respond now. Letting go is an act of strength, not weakness. Practicing empathy also helps. Remember, people often hurt others out of ignorance, fear, or their own struggles. You don't have to agree with what they did, but seeing them as flawed humans, just like you, can soften the sting. Forgiveness is rarely a one-time event. It's a process, and sometimes the anger resurfaces. When it does, gently remind yourself, I'm choosing peace. Over time, the weight gets lighter, and the benefits, they're real and powerful. Research shows forgiveness reduces stress, improves mental health, strengthens relationships, and even lowers blood pressure. The Stoics knew true peace doesn't come from the outside. It comes from mastering your inner world. By releasing grudges, you make room for joy, for growth, for a lighter heart. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Letting go is one of the most powerful ways to improve those thoughts, your life. We've now journeyed through 13 powerful lessons, rooted in timeless Stoic wisdom and modern understanding, to help you build a happier, more meaningful life. From laughing more and embracing nature, to letting go of resentment and saying yes to new opportunities, each practice points to the same truth. Happiness isn't stumbled upon, it's cultivated. The Stoics taught us that true happiness doesn't depend on circumstances, wealth, or fame. It depends on our inner state, on how we choose to think, feel, and respond to the ever-changing tides of life. Every principle we've explored, laughter, mindfulness, perseverance, kindness, gratitude, connection, is a tool for building a resilient, joyful life day by day. Because in the end, as the Stoics remind us, we may not control everything that happens to us, but we always control how we meet it. Throughout this journey, we've discovered that Stoicism isn't about shutting down emotions or living a joyless life. It's about embracing every experience, the highs and the lows, with wisdom, resilience, and compassion. The Stoics taught us a simple but profound truth. We can't always control what happens to us, but we can always control how we respond. And in that response lies the true quality of our lives. So where do you begin? The beauty of Stoic philosophy is its practicality. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Start small. Pick 1 or 2 lessons that resonate with you. Maybe it's laughing more, spending time in nature, or practicing gratitude at the end of the day, and weave them into your daily rhythm. Because happiness isn't a finish line you race toward. It's something you cultivate patiently and consistently, moment by moment. Reflection is key. Take a few minutes each day to check in with yourself. How did I respond to challenges today? Did I notice the good around me? Am I living true to my values or letting outside noise steer me off course? These simple reflections create powerful self-awareness, and self-awareness is the compass that keeps you on the path toward a richer, more grounded life. And remember, life is about balance. The Stoics didn't preach extreme deprivation or endless indulgence. They taught us to live in harmony, to enjoy life's pleasures without clinging to them, to work hard but rest well, to pursue goals but not lose ourselves in the chase. Happiness isn't perfection. It's finding peace in the present, whatever that present may hold. As you move forward, carry these timeless Stoic principles with you. They have guided countless people through centuries of change and challenge, and they can guide you too, through the complexities of modern life, with wisdom, strength, and grace. Whether you're facing obstacles, chasing personal growth, or simply seeking more joy and balance, Stoicism offers a steady, practical path to a fulfilled life. Thank you for walking this journey with us, embracing the lessons, reflecting deeply, and growing stronger day by day. If you found these insights valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected. Together, we'll keep learning, keep growing, and keep walking this path, one step, one lesson, and one better day at a time.